Okay, so welcome back to here's the third master key of taking any goal and turning it into something real. This is the third thing that I found in my life after working with thousands of people and after being an avid goal setter for many, many years and making this a study in my life. This is the third thing which I found which makes the biggest difference in actually going from the place of just setting a goal and New Year's resolution and actually turning it into something real and creating a very different tangible result in your life. And that is, of course, your ecosystem. Now, let me tell you what I mean by this. This is a lot of people miss this, and I don't really understand what I'm getting at here. So ask yourself, what is your ecosystem? Well, let's ask another question. What's the ecosystem? I don't know if you've seen Finding Nemo or Finding Dory. Like, think about those fish. What's their ecosystem of a fish, right? Well, the water is part of it. You know, the other fish are a part of it. The sand is a part of it. The things they eat are a part of it, right? You know, even the light shining into the water is a part of it, right? So these are different things that make up the ecosystem of fish. Now, each of us as an individual, we have our own ecosystem, and that's made up of our home, it's made up of the people that we spend a lot of time with, it's made up of our work environment, it's made up of the places we visit on a regular basis, it's made up of, you know, what we look outside of our window and see, it's made up of the things that we do on a consistent basis. This is our ecosystem. Now, let me say something very important. We will subconsciously set up our ecosystem around us to support who we currently are as a person. Let me say that again. We will subconsciously set up our ecosystem around us to support who we currently are as a person. Now, let me tell you the importance of that. So everywhere we go around us basically is designed to keep us exactly the same as we are right now. That's effectively what it's designed to do. So if you want to create a different level of results in your life, if you want to raise your standards and create a very different set of results, then you've got to actually create a new set of habits. And in order to turn that habit into something which is part of who you are as a person, so you can create these different set of results, then you've got to go and change your ecosystem. Now, I said before, okay, 40% of our day-to-day life is made up of unconscious habits. So then you want to ask yourself the question, well, how long does it take to take a new behavior pattern or a thought pattern and turn it into something habitual where you no longer have to think about it because it's just who you are? Now, there are many, many different versions of this. Some say 21 days, some say 60. It changes, right? And there's actually no right or wrong answer. Recent studies from the University of London suggest that 66 days to take a brand new behavior pattern or thought pattern and turn it into an unconscious habit or an unconscious pattern where you no longer have to think about it. It's just something that you do on a regular basis because it's who you are. But you don't want to set a time frame to it. You just want to keep doing this brand new behavior pattern until it becomes part of you. But while you are implementing this new behavior pattern, before it becomes a habit, it takes effort. It takes thinking outside of the way you'd normally think about it. It takes forced focus to make sure that you're putting this new behavior pattern in and consistently doing it rather than just falling back into old patterns that you've been running for potentially years. It takes effort, and you need to get everything around you to support you turning this new habit into this new behavior pattern into a new habit, so it becomes a part of your actual whole identity construct. And your ecosystem is critical around this, right? So you want to be thinking about, so I'm going to raise my standards, create a different set of results. How is everything set up in my life right now? Everything set up in your life right now is designed to keep you how you were, right? And the current standards that you're holding in your life. So you want to raise your standards. So you've got to go around your ecosystem and decide, okay, well, what do I need to set up around my environment, around my ecosystem, including your home, including the people you spend time with, including your work environment, including your schedule, including literally everything. Also the way you think. You've got to go and ask the question, well, how do I need to set up this ecosystem around me to support this new standard that I want to hold in my life to make sure that I stay committed to it? And it reminds me every step of the way that you're going to be able to turn it into reality, right? That's what you want to be thinking about doing. So guys, 3 master keys. Number 1, turn your goals into a system. Number 2, create a new set of habits in your life, because that's what success in any area of life is, right? And number 3, redesign your ecosystem to support the new standard you want to hold in your life. Now, if you do these 3 things, I can guarantee you the level of results and the percentage of goals you're going to achieve, and the extent in which your goals were actually created and achieved, 2x, 3x, 10x of the results you're creating before, is going to just be hugely increased into the future. So if you're committed to turning 2017 into your most epic year later, you want to take these master keys and go and apply them and do them. Now, if you haven't set any goals yet, or maybe you feel it's not as effective as you want to, or you're looking for a new system, then a few years ago, I turned my goal setting system, my life design system, into a workbook. And I've taken hundreds and thousands of people through this so far. But I've turned it into a workbook, and it's free, it doesn't cost you anything. You can go and download it, and you can work through it step by step. There's questions, there's exercise for you to do, and you fill it in. It's very comprehensive, but it's very, very effective. If you want to get that, on this video, I don't know where you're reading this, might be Facebook, might be YouTube, it might be an email, I don't know what it is. But there will be a link on this video somewhere, around somewhere, that you can go download this workbook, right? It's called Design Your Epic Life. And I've called that because why would you want to live anything less than an epic life? And or otherwise, just go to my website, www.toddpolke.com, TODDPOLKE.com, and you can download it there. So guys, thanks for tuning in. 3 master keys to turning your goals into something actually real, so you actually go out and achieve them. Thanks so much, guys, and have an absolutely kick-ass start to 2017.